Satan. This person says, Bill, if Satan punishes the bad, doesn't that make him good? And that's from a lady. Yeah, I don't get the math on that. Like most things when it comes to religion, it doesn't add up. It's like Satan was in heaven, right? How the fuck does it go? Isn't it an Iron Maiden song? Can I just go listen to, like, Die With Your Boots On and I'll know how this story goes? I don't fuck. Or Judas Priest. You know, Point of Entry or Screaming for Vengeance. Don't they have a song about it? Whatever. Satan was basically, you know, he was like the Zildjian brothers before they had a fight and then one broke off and created Sabian, right? How about something a little more mainstream? It was like Bill Gates and Steve Jobs, right? When they were having a little circle jerk around a fucking TRS-80 or whatever the fuck they were doing in their little fort, you know? Playing Dungeons and Dragons, playing poker for each other's loafers, whatever the fuck they did, and then they went their separate ways. Whatever. Satan was in the club, but he wanted to run shit. What did he do? The fuck did the guy do again? Somehow he pissed off God. Oh, I know. He tried to take over. He tried to take God's position. And God was like, oh, no, you didn't, right? And then cast him into this fucking pit of fire that never goes out. But somehow Satan is such a bad motherfucker that he sits in the flames and adapted. You know what I mean? Like somebody back in the day that had bronchitis, so they'd send him out to the desert to fucking dry out like that was going to cure you. He actually got cured to the point now Satan's down there and is just chilling. Oh, look who got up. Oh, Cleo, get over here. Now you got to itch fucking for 9 hours. Yeah, so now he's down there like fucking, Lucky Luciano hanging out at the fucking Flamingo. And then you go down there. You basically live your life the way he wanted you to. And then you show up at the club and then he's mad at you and then kicks the shit out of you. It doesn't make any sense. And technically, he's then punishing you for doing what he did. Is it like that's like the mailroom, like God's mailroom? So he's sitting there sorting envelopes like he's still working for God? I really don't know how it works. I actually went to church this week. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. I went there, and the second I walk in, I just can't, I don't buy into any of it. I went with Nia's mom. We went to church. And what I try to do when I go in there is go above all of it and try to, connect with something like Whoopi Goldberg and Ghost. Try to connect with something else other than what they're saying. Like, literally, what they're preaching, it's like, you guys had the Holy Wars. You had the fucking Inquisition. I mean, you fucking... when Jewish people after World War II were trying to get their shit back, like the amount of stuff that went into the Vatican, I mean, you were down with the Nazis. Like, how is this played? Like, how did Penn State lose all those victories, right? Lost all those victories, and what happened to the Catholic Church? I've talked about this a zillion fucking times. They have broken on a global level every major fucking commandment that there is. And they just sit there. Holy, 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 Baba Buddha Judy. Fucking tell me how to live my life. I just don't buy into it. And then the money basket came around. I'm like, I'm not giving these motherfuckers shit. And I was with Nia's mom, and I was like, I don't want to be an asshole in front of her, so I threw $5 in there. $5. I just paid $5 for the fucking defense attorney in a pedophile case. Kind of telling me I'm not going to hell right then for being so goddamn stupid. Yeah, it was. Then they had this Irish tenor guy who was singing all the songs. Keep in mind it. And he would do like this big conducting thing. He was like totally fucking into it to get the crowd going, right? He had this awful suit on that didn't fit him, you know? Looks like he ate donuts and shit. And the preacher gave him a fucking shout out. He goes, this week, we would like to extend a congratulations to that guy over there who can't fit into his sport coat for 20 years of singing songs here at this church. And I want to say here's to another 50 years here at this church. And everybody clapped. And it's like, he's going to be dead in 50. We're all going to be, I'll be dead. Well, maybe not, right? 94. Hey, what's the deal with dentures? That's going to be a sad fucking day. Me fucking wheeling my ass onto the stage, fucking at 94 years old. You know, somebody with a Jetsons haircut interviewing me before the show. Do you still enjoy it? Do you still enjoy every night that I could get out there and bring a smile to people's faces? Fucking sitting there, instead of like bottled water backstage, I'll have like vital organs being grown to be inserted in me before I go out there. That's like the level of, no, that won't be available to me. Dick Cheney will have that shit. He'll still be walking around. Anyways, what the fuck was I just talking about? Oh, yeah, for another 50 years there at that church. He's going to be dead. Look at him. He's like 40 pounds over fucking weight. He's sliding into 50 at about 90 miles an hour without a helmet on. The way this guy's fucking eating. He's not going to make it. He probably has some fucking horrific collection of porn. He's not wearing a wedding ring. He's sweaty. Like, what is he doing? This guy's sad. He has no fucking life. I feel bad for him. Let's get him a haircut, get him a gym membership, and how about we make the last 7 years of his fucking life enjoyable? How about that? Why don't we go out and get a harlot for this guy? You know? The physical equivalent to a dozen donuts. He'll be able to relate. You know? I'm not even saying any of that's true, people. That's just what was going through my head when I was there. There was some guy in the pew. I hate that word, pew. In front of me. And he just looked like an evil motherfucker. You know, he was balding. He was like in his, he was like pushing 60. He was tan. He had fucking balding, but he still was dyeing his hair jet black. And he had a pinky ring and a bracelet on. Right there. Pinky ring and a bracelet. You're a dishonest motherfucker. All right? Unless you're a chick. If you're a guy and you're wearing that, you know, that Dr. Vinny Boombat's fucking outfit, that's it. You're a piece of shit. And he just, I don't know, when he looked over at me, peace be with you. I want to be like, fuck you. Now, what do you mean? What? You know what it's for. Whatever the fuck you did since last Sunday with your pinky ring and your bracelet. I think, Jesus Christ, I think I was just sitting there judging people. You know, they had altar girls, you know, instead of the altar boys, just to keep the priests honest, you know, which I thought was brilliant. That's a brilliant way to keep them away from little boys, is to let girls do it, because they were all girls. There was no boys there. What else can I trash about it? I can't even remember. You know, he gave the homily, and I didn't remember one fucking thing that he said. He wasn't mic'd well. I couldn't understand what he was saying. I don't know. That was my little trip to fucking church. But I went. And I actually saw the confessionals. And I was thinking, Jesus, the shit that I have to get off my chest. But then I always think, like, what the fuck do I want to tell this guy? Why do I got to go in there, tell it to you, and then then you run it up the fucking line? You know? Fucking weirdo. You just want to hear all the bad shit that I did? Because you're not allowed to go out and fucking bang a broad? Ah, Jesus, Bill. You're just going over old fucking points you've already made. We get it. Oh, Jesus, you don't like this shit. All right, let's conclude here.